Yes, and here we are.
Hello.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. If I look at the three, it's just me. Fortunately, I'm the least important person on this show.
Not true. Not true.
Oh.
Not true.
True, it is true. I can prove it's true. There, see?
Oh, shoot.
Damn it! Damn
He's got
it!
the graphics, so
Damn
you
it!
know,
I
can't
can't
argue
win.
with
I
that.
can't compete. I can't compete.
You can't. Well, here we are on this thing again. Yeah.
Right.
So nice to see you. Nice to see those watching, or those who are watching in the future. Those who are watching in the past. How'd we do? So Aniela, Steve, Joshua, Danny. What's all the noise? What's happening? What's all this?
I'm gonna mute.
Yeah, it's you.
Always Danny.
Yeah. I think I can't tell. So it sounds like somebody's training chipmunks.
Unmute.
Okay,
Oh, it's not me.
it's not you.
me.
I mean,
I'll do it. Let me do this because this is what's the most interesting to our people.
it's like tuning your guitar before a gig.
Yeah. It's Lauren. No, it's not. I don't know. Is it Lee? Hang on. I keep trying. It could be. I don't know. Yes, I think it is. I think it is. Some weirdness going on with Lee.
It's
And
like
the
he's
weird-
chewing the food from his show, but without chewing it.
It sounds like he's sitting on someone who's playing a kazoo.
That's what he said.
Right. So Lee, if you want to talk, just wave and I'll unmute you because it's just a lot of noise. And I'm stuttering here visually, but my audio is perfect. So I don't know. We'll do what we can.
Aren't you full of yourself?
I'm full of something. So how are we doing other than technically horribly?
We're here. We're here.
Yep.
We're here. I'm excited.
Made it through another week.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me unmute you, Lee. You unmute you, and I'll control you.
Yeah,
There
I had
you
a
go.
great week too. Thanks.
Okay.
We can hear.
We had today. My husband's family all came over, and we had for our first time seeing each other. No masks, bunch of hugs, because every single one of us is fully vaccinated.
Wow. Yay. Oh, that's awesome.
I can't even fathom. Just
7
Yeah, I know.
people
Nice.
all getting to do that. It was wild.
Nice.
Did that with friends last week. It was very weird. Today, I don't know if you know this, sick puppy, Kira. Do we know? Everyone remembers Kira, the sick puppy.
yeah.
She's back in town for a few days, and with her boyfriend and her dog.
Yay!
And Niles, and they're all fully vaccinated. So I got to spend some time hanging out with them today over at
Ooh, I gotta reach out to her. Have her come over.
at Beer Trade.
That's awesome.
Yes, drinking beers at Beer Trade with the dog.
Nice.
Where's that at? Where's Beer Trade?
Not far from Doghouse Theater, actually.
yeah.
Yeah. You'd know that if you remember Doghouse Theater, but it's been so long. So
I remember.
So,
I
anyway,
remember it.
what are we doing here? Why do we do this? I don't know, but I'll tell you how. Each one of our panelists has shared with me, and only me, something that's a true factoid about their life, something they've done, something that's happened to them. And I'm going to display one from each of them tonight. And I might substitute it with a piece of bullshit that I made up. Either way, they're going to have to pretend that it's real and defend it. So
Yes.
Whichever side, red or blue, guesses correctly the most often wins absolutely nothing. And then we leave. So that's pretty much it.
Cool.
We're just going with nothing now. We used to like pretend there was something you won.
and
Now we're just straight.
And
Since
there
I've been gone, we just realized it was nothing. Is that
There-
what happened?
and there goes the camera. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, that was what well lasted.
It was good. I'm back. So, who knows?
Hey.
It can only get better. As they said last year at this time. So let's see. I always choose team captains very carefully, but I'm not going to do it carefully this time. I'm just going to go by at bats. I think Aniela might have the at bats. I'm not sure, so I'm going to give her that.
I feel like I don't know. Joshua's pretty solid here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who wants it? Who wants it the most?
I'll take it.
Good.
Ooh,
Yeah.
You have to learn what direction is.
I really
Women.
want Joshua to do it. I feel like he's
Women.
going to be a really great captain.
Women. He's not a great captain. He's a horrible captain.
But I'm a captain.
He's the
I'm the captain now.
he's the Exxon Valdez of captains.
It's just a little oil.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see. Definitely Lauren on the bluish team.
She's old school.
Yeah.
She's old school.
She is old school, old soul, old salt, whatever you want to call it. She's here. But speaking of new, holy crap, we've got Lee, Mr. Lee.
Yep, and we got Flash.
Here I am.
There you are, in the flesh.
I'm gonna give you a 1400, Lee. Just
I
looking at you.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Anyone who catches the Mr. Lee show on Instagram or also on the Dawn Patrol's Crash with Us every Sunday, we always feature Mr. Lee, either live, recorded, or both. Tonight he's
Or his mom's
live.
fridge.
What's that?
Or his mom's fridge.
Or the fridge. Yeah, fridges are always good. So let's get started, shall we? Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying not to look at how choppy my video is. So don't look at me. Look at all the beautiful people.
Pay no attention to the man behind the webcam.
No.
Get
Okay.
behind the curtain. Get behind the curtain.
Okay. It's time. So why don't we start with you? We always start right here. So we start with Aniela. Aniela, are you ready?
I don't think you have a choice. Let's do it.
Okay. Let's do it. We'll start with you. Here's yours.
I once accidentally stabbed a colleague with a fork and drew blood.
True.
Yeah.
What were the circumstances that would get you to stab a colleague at all?
Do you know me?
I just want to learn the story.
No, we were doing okay. So I was working in a restaurant, and we had a lot of time in between. I was like, this was like high school. Yeah, because I hadn't gone to college yet. Like I worked at this place even when I was in community college. So and like we're sitting like back there in the kitchen, and we're like, let's see who can do this. But we were doing it with a fork. And I was like, let me try it on you. And they did. And I stabbed them. Like, and I drew blood. Like that was what happened.
Do you feel the fact that you were good looking made this man allow you to stab him?
How did you know it was a guy?
There's no woman. No, it's definitely a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yes, I think throughout my life I have underestimated how being cute has allowed me to do many things that normally people should not allow me to do.
Yeah.
Manipulate.
Yeah, of
I
course.
don't do it intentionally.
Why not? I would. If I was cute, I would.
If I was cute,
milk it. I'd
I'm
milk
with Tom.
it.
I would milk it. That'd be so cute.
I do it every day.
How did the guy react?
Like pretend like super much. He's like, no, it's cool. Like, it's fine. Like, oh shit. Like try to like just play it off, but I definitely drew blood, and we were working in a restaurant. So, but yes, Lee.
So that was normal. Lee, you have a thing. I'll do all the muting. You don't do it. I'll
Okay,
do it.
you're going to do it. So, different restaurants depending
It's like
on
my
the quality.
wife trying to get into the car door on the passenger side. I'll unlock it. No, don't touch the handle. I'm pushing the unlock. No, if you touch the handle first, then I have to. So okay, you do it.
I love that Lee and Tom are now married.
We are now married. Get in the passenger side.
Yes. Stop touching the door. So different restaurants, different quality of restaurants have different
Oh, I'm so sad that I unmuted you, really, and I had the control, and I could have done something about it.
So the fork. So this was like, it was a Thai restaurant that I worked in for years.
You said a Thai restaurant?
A Thai restaurant.
So you went fork instead of chopstick?
We had like chopsticks, but we also we did forks. I'm in just like that high school age. We're dumb as shit. Okay. No, we could have used a chopstick and it would have been much safer, but I just felt like a fork. We had these, so you know when you're like cleaning like the silverware and stuff, like this happened amongst that. But we would shove the silverware into these like pot, like what would be like potted, like what you would put a pot plant in, and we put napkins, like so unsanitary. Looking back, I'm like, oh my god, so unsanitary. But we put like the napkins in, and then chopsticks and like forks and knives, so you could just people could take their own out. So they weren't very good quality. Like they were good enough quality where they didn't bend, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this is like.
It was a mutilation quality. Yeah.
It was enough to like.
So,
it didn't bend. But it
yeah. So, this colleague, what was his name?
Oh God, what was his name?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't work there.
I'm not very good with remembering people's names. He was the busboy.
The busboy.
And we used to always like, but we were like, we'd always like fuck with him because he had like a flat, like the back of his head was flat.
He was a bus boy, or was he hit by a bus?
Was he just like not given any tummy time as a baby? So
No.
the whole back of his skull got smushed.
He's his own age.
He grew up in the Philippines. I remember this one story he was telling me was that he like, so in like where he grew up, like they circumcised him at 13. And he could have been fucking with me, but he said he had to wear like a sarong kind of skirt because he was 13 when they circumcised him. And he was like,
so basically, being stabbed by a fork was the least of his.
He ended up getting hit in the head by some guy with a bat and it dislodged his eye socket, and that was that was much worse than me stabbing.
Yeah. Sorry.
At one point, he's like,
just trying to get some questions in.
I remember at one point he caught a rat back there, and he had like put it into a bag, and they took it under the alley, and they lit the bag on fire. And I was like,
great.
"Oh, you can't do this! This is so wrong!" And then the rat ran away.
Okay.
That would have been the special the next day.
Oh my god!
It was. This is what happens when you're working in a restaurant.
It was spicy.
Blackened rat. You had a question, Danny.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Normally, that's done. You know, the person that does it. Would normally be the guy with the fork. So why did you happen to take the fork over and try to use his fingers? And
because we're teenagers. Well, it was one of those like you doing it yourself. You're like, no, let me try. We're teenagers. We're dumb and like. Do I have to explain anything that a teenager does? I don't know why I did things.
What part of the hand did the blood get drawn from?
It was like right on. I'm pretty sure it was like the pointer finger. I mean, I don't remember exactly, but it was like right on the top of the hand, like right. Like, it was like one of the fingers.
Okay, you get one more question if you need it, Blue Team, to find out whether it's true or not.
So after he played it off, like what did he do with his finger? You know, for the rest of the day.
He had a Band-Aid. He just wrapped it with like put a Band-Aid on it. But he's a bus boy. He didn't give a shit.
Oh, why you sound so
no,
horrible?
I was
so horrible.
We were just such a fucking shit show back there. We'd have like termites sometimes that would like fall.
Tom, I feel like you're gonna get hate mail from busboys everywhere after this show.
We're such a mess.
Right. Okay. So I need an answer, Blue Team. True or false?
What was his name?
All right, well, Warren, I'm gonna just say that she really had just way too much information about this. So either she's trying to make me believe she's lying or she's lying. But I'm gonna just say that she's lying. But I feel that she would do this. But I'm gonna say lying.
I think it's really hard to draw blood with a fork on the top of the finger. Like, think about it. How many times you've hurt your finger? Has blood ever, like, usually blood will like just show, but but actually come out, like squirt out, or now
Oh, not
drip down your
squirt
hands?
out. It's like they're a little
No, please continue.
like
What was the PTT of the skin texture?
blood. Real blood.
She drew blood.
It was a 1400 fork.
Okay, so Lee, are you saying it's true or a lie?
I mean, she did a great job of explaining it, but I think it's really hard to draw blood from a fork in a hand. The amount of force you'd have to go into that, you would say you would pierce the skin or you'd pierce the
Yeah.
fork.
It's like trying to draw a true or false answer out of somebody.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, yeah. So I would think that would be
almost
false.
Okay.
Oh,
I think it's true because I have stabbed myself with a fork. Like I get injured in a lot of different ways, but I don't want to overrule the guys, so we're gonna go.
no. We trust your instincts.
So what are you saying?
I'm gonna go with the guys, so I'll go with the lie, even though I personally think it's true.
You're going to say it's a lie. Well, the guys are right. It's a lie.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
All right.
Well done,
That
guys.
was like chef's kiss.
Everything about it was
Beautiful story, though.
everything about it was true, except he put the rat in a paper bag, not in a.
I know everything about him except his name.
I really heard his name though.
Uh,
Brian. His name was Brian.
Of course it was.
the fake guy's name was Brian.
He wasn't a real guy, but his name was Brian. I didn't actually stab him.
Okay, we move down to Lauren now. Lauren, art thou ready? Good, I hope
Yes.
so. All right, here's
Of
yours.
course.
Here we are.
Mhm.
Mm.
I made it to the regional spelling bee finals.
What region?
North Jersey Independent School.
Spell Rabad Defergan.
What?
How old were you?
7th grade, so like 12.
Yeah.
So you made it to the regional. Do you remember what word you went out on?
Chassis.
Chassis.
Can you spell it?
Now I can. CHASSIS.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I know nothing about cars, so a chassis is part of one, but what it actually is or does, I don't know.
We're
Because she only made it to the quarterfinals of the mechanics quarterfinals.
Yeah.
She only went that far.
what did your parents go to the actual event?
No, it was during the day. Like I was part of all these different consortiums because whenever there was a meet, it was always during the day. So I got out of class. So I was like, I did the spelling bee, I did the chess championship, I did quiz bowl. I mean, basically anything that would get me out of school, I would do.
Were you? Oh, sorry. I'll let everyone else.
No, okay.
Mhm.
How many? Was that like your only spelling bee, or did you have several before?
There was the school one, and then if you had to go to represent your school, and then there was the districts, and then after the districts was the regional.
No, were you
Yeah.
It was like a
one-time shot that you took it all the way through, or were you doing it from like first grade?
No, it was just 7th grade.
Yeah. Yeah, she messed up on chassis in first
Yeah.
grade. Lee, you got anything there? I got you muted, but my God, we'd love to hear from you. There you go. Nothing?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Thanks, Lee.
Got it.
So, did you enjoy this? Like, was it something you enjoyed, or was it just a way to not be in school and not be home?
Oh, I enjoy it because it's competitive. Like anything that's a competition, I'm down for.
So,
So being able to meet people outside of school and get out of class at the same time was just like icing on the cake.
what could you have won?
You just get a trophy.
The Nationals.
No trophies though.
How
What?
much time did they give
trophy
you to
for you?
spell the word?
Sorry, you're both talking at the same time. What?
I'm sorry.
I was just saying you didn't get a trophy then.
I did not get a trophy.
Damn.
I got like, yeah. I got like a little finalist like medal. It came in like a little plexiglass block box, and it was pretty, but like I kept it in a drawer. And I actually just got it back like a couple weeks ago because my mom never threw anything out, and so it came in this big like bag of crap that my dad was bringing over from the garage. And
Could you show it to us?
Crap. They classified
I
that as
tossed
crap.
it. It was part of like a whole big bag of things like old report cards and like all sorts of random crap from middle school and high school that my dad just like felt guilty throwing out, so he wanted to give it to me so that I could throw it out. So yeah,
that's what parents do.
Is that what they do? That's so horrible.
They finally, like at a certain point in your life, they'll just give you a box of your own shit back, and they'll
They're
be
done
like,
with you. They're done with you.
Yep.
Hey, Ben, I'm done with you.
How much time did you have to actually spell chassis?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Ooh, where was it held? Like, where was was it in a gym? Was it in, like, you remember?
It was in the auditorium of Parsippany High School.
Okay, one more question. Wow, if you could spell where it was, you probably made it all the way through. So, red team, you get one more question, if you need it. Nothing. Come on, you're the captain. What the hell? What was that? Joshua, you're the captain. Marshal your forces.
Okay.
I told you. Exxon Valdez, damn it.
What do you guys think? What do y'all?
She's too good at this.
I'm aware of that, but let's for this. What do you think? You think she made it to the finals, or you think she's full of it?
I think the fact that like she's competitive, I know is a real trait of hers. She's kind of got this like poker face that she's doing right now, though, where she's like trying to not see anything. So it's hard to like. I can see this being super true that she ended up going to the spelling bee. Is this something she would have told Tom?
Okay.
Good. That's your answer, Joshua.
Steve, what do you think?
I always say false, so I'm going to say false again.
Thank you.
So that's a one true, one false. Let's go with the false.
Did Aniela actually say true? I missed that.
I said nothing.
She
Okay,
just
so
said
that's
nothing.
That's a
She
false
said
and a nothing. We're gonna go with the false.
You're going to go.
It's a lie.
Probably
You're
true.
going to say it's a lie. Well, yes, it is a lie. Nice job. Well done. Nicely done, people.
All right.
Actually, though,
Thank you, guys.
Well done now. Well done.
I did, in fact, compete in spelling bees in junior high, and I made it to the quarterfinals.
Almost.
I didn't know that, but
like a half a lie, maybe
But
a
almost.
quarter lie.
Oh, well.
Chassis was a lie, but the B was real.
Nope, chassis
Chassie's probably
Chassis
true.
was true. That was the one.
Tom,
But it wasn't the finals. It was like the fourth round.
There you go. That's right. Yeah. She was a wild card.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's move up to Steve. It's 1-1. That's a hell of a ratio. Here's Steve's. Are you ready? Good.
It's fair. It's fair.
I once gave a guy a laxative, telling him it was chewing gum.
Shit.
What
What was
laxative
the-
comes in
that's the-
chewables?
X-Lax.
Oh, you got us. You fooled us. We don't know. None of us know about laxatives. Damn you. Damn you, Steve. You're good.
Why would you do this?
Why wouldn't you do this?
Well, because technically
Well,
it's a
You know,
salt.
I could say because I'm an asshole. And that's probably the closest thing to the truth.
So why did you do it?
Because I could.
So it was like a
It
practical
was
joke.
just, it looked like a chiclet. So I was like, let me see how many nitwits I could actually get to do this.
These were your
Okay.
friends?
But
These were your
They
friends?
were, yeah.
yeah, but the whole thing with like laxatives of any kind generally is that you need to swallow them. So if the guy thought it was chewing gum, then he wouldn't have swallowed it.
Well, do you swallow your gum?
No, but with X-Lax, you're supposed to swallow it. You don't just. There's no like laxative chewing gum that's actually a chewing gum.
Well, look, I
So what effect were you expecting to get?
didn't feces in copious quantities.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, naturally, nobody brought me anything to prove it. That boy in the middle has his hand up.
Oh, Lee.
Yes. Do you normally carry laxatives in your pocket for emergencies or?
No, not anymore.
When was this? When was this?
And then so did somebody just randomly ask you for a piece of gum, or did you voluntarily say, would anybody like a piece of gum, and then just hand it to them?
I said, would anybody like some gum? How about you, Mike? And I think, Tom, I think it was like maybe 11th grade or 10th grade.
In school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they have laxatives back then?
Depending upon how good the school was, they were different grades, thicknesses of laxative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, by that time they did. Yeah. I didn't have to concoct my own.
So what was the reaction of this person you gave it to?
Well, I mean, I wasn't there when
nature took its course.
The inevitable took place, but needless to say, he wasn't pleased.
Did he know that you did it? Like, did you out yourself, or did he just like think he had?
No, I didn't have to. Because he wasn't the only person that got the gum. You see, because I'm a very generous person.
Okay.
And I spread it around, man. Like I spread around joy on this show.
Yes, same result.
Just a question: the laxative, you took it yourself, right?
I must have at one time or another, but no, I mean, I didn't take one for the team. I didn't go like, you want some gum? Here, look.
But you knew the texture.
You have to be subtle when you're dealing with laxatives, and I
imagine it's a tough game. I imagine the laxative game.
Yeah,
is a tough one.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
I don't feel like anyone could just jump into it. But out of curiosity, you've chewed the laxative to know that it was the texture of gum. Is that correct?
Well, if it looks like a chiclet and it's hard like a chiclet, you could assume that it tastes like a chiclet.
Okay, last question, Blue Team. If you need one.
Why do you need laxatives?
Why do you need laxatives? Well, the fact that you're asking that question
are you asking? Hold on, Danny. Are you asking like specifically Steve, or like why do people use laxatives?
Well, no, I feel like Steve in general, because he apparently thought enough about laxatives to have them on him or need them or be around him. So he must have had some experience with laxatives. I'm just asking his experience with laxatives.
Look, let's face it. Life's a shit show, right? I mean, we could start with that. I mean, it could have.
I'm gonna force the Blue Team.
Yeah,
I'm gonna force you to vote.
Gonna pinch this one off.
All right, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll start this off saying I feel like this is a lie again. I hate to go lie like back to back, but I feel like this is a lie again. Or Steve is just really good at lying. So it's one or the other. But I'm gonna go lie.
Lee?
The chiclets were actually started in 1900. So
Where you just happen to know the entire history of the chiclet, like
apparently do not
right up my alley.
You don't watch the Mr. Lee show.
No pun intended, right, Lee?
Right.
Well, write down your alley.
So they probably were around when you were in 11th grade. So
Oh, you're a real hoot.
so you might have, I think, nailed that part of the story.
He was in 11th grade for many years, so it could have.
Absolutely. Nebuchadnezzar was in my graduating class.
And believe it or not, the Chick-late was actually discontinued in 1990.
Ooh,
So,
was it?
Yeah, it was.
Maybe I had something to do with it.
Damn it!
So,
Okay.
It's a great story. I kind of think I think that could be true. I can see you
It's a
doing
great
that.
story.
It's a great story.
It is. I mean, I would hold on to that for the rest of my life too.
Yes. What do you say, Captain?
I don't think that Mike was full of crap, but I think Steve is.
So you're saying it's a lie?
I'm saying it's a lie.
Oh, okay. You're saying it's a lie. It turns out it's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
that was my fear. My fear was he was
Not
so
only
good at
did I
lying.
give him 1 and 2 and 3, he actually asked me for 4.
Yes.
So he had 4.
So you're telling me he
four
did number
accidents,
2?
and he told me the next day he spent about 3 hours in the toilet.
All right.
yeah.
And I still am his first daughter's godfather,
Ah.
and she's completely regular. So there.
Wow.
I have to admit I do remember this, and they did make laxatives that you chewed, and that you didn't have to swallow. You just chewed it, and it supposedly worked.
Just think, I mean, if you actually had to swallow the gum, if you had any kind of gastric problems,
I'm just looking it up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
X-Lax coming in a gum?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
that,
something like
that just seems so weird to me that like any kind of medicine that you would take, you would need to swallow. Like what
Yeah, you
would
would
you
think.
just by chewing on it?
Because you check dosage. Like, how do you know you chewed it long enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't very accurate with laxatives back.
I guess the 15 minutes you weren't in the destination zone, you shoot another.
I don't know, but it's what I do know is that for the first time ever,
Get
it's
us out.
Lee's turn. Are you ready, Lee? Here we go.
Virgin.
Crap.
This is virgin.
Oh yeah, that was the last one. Here we go. Say it out loud.
I was a key witness in a homicide.
I don't think I
The-
want to know the story.
It says a homicide, not the.
I was
Did you
the
do
key
it?
witness in a homicide.
That's what he said.
He said the homicide.
No.
It's not like he
You-
did it.
You weren't wearing your glasses at the time. You didn't hear him perfectly, but that's what he said.
I heard him. Oh, I heard it.
How old were you?
I was 37, 38, around there.
Your Honor. No, never mind.
Well, where?
What
How do you spell it?
Where I was actually in my car. I was driving and I witnessed it.
Where? What?
Oh,
where-
it was in Coral Springs, off of just west of University Drive, on Atlantic Avenue by the
What a-
Coral Springs.
Yeah, that's
And
like
I-
where I
and I
live.
assume that's
So
a plot.
I'm gonna go with
What a hellhole. What a hellhole.
Hey.
Was it like a hit and run? Was it like a shooting? Like, what happened? Did somebody like strangle somebody?
Yep, it was a road rage.
Oh.
It was a
So
road
give us
rage.
all the gory details. What
The
happened?
best of all rages.
So, two cars, two trucks, one a hunter green truck and the other a silver F-150 were going at it back and forth for about 6 miles. And then they both made a left turn, and the silver F-150 pulled over the side of the road, and the hunter green Toyota Tundra stopped next to him.
Hunter.
You
Okay.
know, the F-150
Was it
created in 1937?
Yeah. Was it Hunter Green or was it Forest Green?
Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure
didn't-
it's hunter green.
Yeah. Are you
Yep.
sure? Oh, you're pretty sure.
No,
You're
Are
pretty
you sure?
Your Honor, I put it to you that your witness does not know the difference between Hunter Green and Forest Green.
question.
Where
Yes.
are you going?
So so Steve just asked a question. I will let-
What was the question, Steve?
How fast were you going?
I was stopping and going with them. I was pretty much parallel to them for the stretch between 95 and University. So it was stop and go traffic.
Did the person get convicted?
No.
Wow.
What did they get off on?
Self-defense.
Shades of green.
Yeah. Many shades. Many
So
shades.
they got. So do you? Why do you think they got off on self-defense? Did the other person come at them? Like, what happened that it would have been self-defense?
So the silver F-150 that pulled over, when the other car stopped next to him, he actually jumped into the other car.
Holy.
So how long did you stick around to see all of this?
I saw the whole thing.
Why?
Why? I drive probably 100 miles a week, and I have a keen eye for unusual things on the road. And when I saw this, it was definitely like really freaking me out. And so they made the left, and I went straight. And as I'm going straight, I was looking over, and I witnessed the whole thing.
So witnessed as in, did you have to go to the trial?
They never went to trial.
Ooh.
So then how could you have been a key witness?
Because with my testimony, they decided that they could not press charges.
What does a keen eye look like?
It's
It's
I can
hunter
I
green.
guess-
if a car's tire is a little low, I spot it.
So, quick question. So, you were driving past it. Did you turn back around again and call the cops? Like, how did you even get involved with this that you just didn't drive away and be like, I didn't
Yeah,
see
it's a very good question. Thank you for asking it. So as I drove past
That
them,
question.
Prepping for his career in politics.
Got my vote.
I pulled past them. I went into the Coral Square Mall. I dropped off all the supplies at the store there. And as I was coming out, the police helicopters are out, and there was police everywhere. And I drove up to the nearest police officer, and I said, "Hey, man, I saw it all."
Okay.
we call that snitches get stitches.
Yeah. They call that being a grass in England. So was the angry guy? Was he a Filipino guy named Brian with a flat head and a bleeding hand? I'm just curious because that could have done it.
It makes sense now, Tom.
Fork rage. He was suffering from fork rage.
Right.
So let me see if I get this straight. All right. You're in stop and go traffic. These guys make a left. One guy jump and you keep on going, but you happen to look left. And you saw the other guy jump in the car and take a shot at him. You went to work, and then you saw helicopters, and you came outside and you went up to somebody and said, "Hey, I saw the whole thing," and you didn't have to prove it, and you were the key witness. I mean, am I missing something in the story? I might, because I'm an old guy.
Yeah, I didn't have to prove anything. The proof was me telling them exactly what I saw, and I was able to identify the vehicles.
And the
Okay.
vehicles were what?
It was
Hunter Green.
Hunter Green Tundra and a silver
F-150, right?
Silver, shiny, not polished, but shiny.
Okay, so
Thank you. I'm glad.
red
You guys
team,
know what color everything is.
red team. Joshua, you got one more question. What was that?
Steve.
What was the question?
I think it's bullshit.
Okay.
So you're voting. Okay, you go ahead.
Aniela,
Okay, yes.
what do you think?
I think it feels like there's some discrepancies, but knowing Lee, weird shit happens to Lee. So I think this being true. So I'll go true just because Lee's weird fucking shit happens to Lee.
Yes, Joshua, your team is not helping you at all.
I
So,
know, Joshua, poor guy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
what do you think? Is
I
it-
feel like
shows
Steve
that-
is a good bullshit meter. I feel like Steve is like, I would trust Steve to be like, nah, fuck that guy.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but he don't know Lee.
He
I
witnessed.
don't because I really don't know, Lee. It's just that it just sounds a little on the bizarre side. You could just walk out of a building and just say, "Hey, I saw it."
Lee also owns and runs multiple popcorn stores, and he used to be the guy, and there's a photo of him in the newspaper. The guy who would run the little like the little carts with people in the back. Like, that
Oh,
was
really?
his
Yeah,
gig.
I'm actually in the Rickshaw Hall of Fame.
Weird fucking shit happens to him, and he's not lying. Like, that's true. Like,
Aniela, I feel like
Why didn't you give me that one?
Why did you?
Because they know it already.
Okay, I need
All
an
right.
answer, Joshua.
True.
Wow, that was quick. Holy shit! I
Damn,
wasn't
he
expecting
went
that.
got. He went got. We talked
You
him into it.
say it's true. It is. It's true.
Wow.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Like you walk
Damn
up to them and
it.
say, "Hey, I saw it."
If you guys
Why not?
That's amazing.
if you want to see it all you have to do is Google road rage murder, Coral Springs, Florida firefighter. And I had nightmares for about 3 to 4 months afterwards
I can
because
imagine.
I saw the guy jump into the other guy's car, and then I saw his body come out of the car
Murder.
like that.
So what happened? Was he shot?
Wow.
Yeah, they were having he jumped into this car, and the other guy was actually a firefighter, and he hit him on the head with an object, and then he pushed him out of the car, and then he fell out of the car and he died instantly.
Oh,
And he was not pressed charges because the other guy entered his car. And I said to the cops, "Yeah, I saw him dive into the other guy's car. I saw the whole thing."
Jesus,
And
I'm
that
sorry I
was it.
made a joke out of it.
And you can actually Google it. The firefighter had a video camera going. You can see on Google, you can see the article of the guy jumping into his car.
Wow.
I don't want to see
Okay.
it.
Good
I don't want to
times.
see it. I don't want to see
Yeah.
it.
Good times. Good time. Fun times in Coral Springs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
You
Liddy.
had the
Very
rich
depressing.
story.
Thanks, Liddy. I'm
Yeah.
depressed.
Didn't mean to put the brakes on the show. Sorry.
That's okay.
Thanks.
That's
All
okay.
right.
I'll just mute
I'm
you.
gonna eat it.
Let's go back to
gonna,
chiclets.
Gonna mute Lee again.
Well,
Joshua.
thank you,
Your-
John.
Oh, I'm
It's your
in
turn.
Coral Springs, like
Okay.
pretty close to Atlantic Avenue, right?
Okay. Okay, Joshua, it's yours. Are you ready? Jesus Christ. Are you ready?
let's do
I
it.
am. Let's do it.
I once accidentally bought a crack pipe.
I mean, that shit happens.
Right?
So was it
Yeah.
like you were planning on buying a bong, but someone did a switch on you, or
So this was back when I was dating.
okay?
All right. Can we
Interesting
stop here?
opening.
Can we stop here?
And
Dating. I wasn't expecting that one.
Can we stop here?
I went and I was in a gas station and I saw a cute little flower and a little thing, a little piece of glass that I figured where you put the water and shit, right? You know, a little vase,
Mhm.
A vase.
a cute little vase.
Vase.
We don't know. We have no
Wait,
idea what
where,
a crack
where
pipe
did you
is.
find this?
Just at a gas station.
they sell crack pipes at gas stations?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the difference between a crack pipe and a marijuana pipe?
Oh, okay. So a crack pipe.
Oh.
I
You're
honestly don't
really
know much
putting them
about
on the
crack
spot.
pipes, but I could talk about marijuana pipes all day. But Lee's got a question.
I would like to say, Lee, please be quiet. Answer Anel's question. What's the difference between a crack pipe and a weed pipe?
Well, I know a weed pipe, you put the weed in and you light the weed on fire. I don't think you do that with a crack rock.
How'd you know it was a crack pipe?
Yes, that was my question.
Okay, so I give her the present, and she comes back to me later in the day and says, "Did you know what you got me?" And I said, "A flower."
Yeah.
No,
She said,
apparently,
you got me a crack pipe. I've already got 2 of these.
I only knew.
She's like,
How did she know it was a crack pipe?
I think someone in her day let her know that that thing she was putting on her desk wasn't exactly something you should put on your desk.
someone in her day. Can you please explain the way you just said that?
I didn't have all. It was in school, and I didn't have classes with her all day.
All right. Someone in her day. Let me ask you a question. Crack itself is made from cocaine, right?
I do believe so.
You do believe so. Listen, to the jury, I'd like to purchase gentleman as a hostile witness. Have you smoked weed, sir?
Ask him
All
if
right,
he's.
don't
ask him if
answer
he
that.
hasn't smoked
Do
weed.
you use glass pipes?
Do I use glass pipes?
Have you ever used a glass pipe in
Yes.
may or may not have smoked weed situations? Yes.
Yes.
So the difference between the glass pipe you would put marijuana in and the glass pipe that would be for crack is what?
From my understanding and from the little thing I got, you put crack rock inside. It's like the vase,
Yeah,
and you light it that way, as opposed to
because you got
I kind
tobacco
of feel like
pipe.
at this point we need the little shooting star with the more you know.
Yeah, and I feel like Lee has more information about this crack pipe than Joshua does. Hey, Lee,
crack pipe
pipes,
was
tell us
invented
all
in
about them. What's the PTT
1910.
on crack pipes?
so the crack pipe you actually light from the bottom because you want to freebase it out.
Right.
So
All
my
right,
question would be,
Lee.
Wait, he's got a question.
how much would a crack pipe cost?
That thing costs like nothing, which is why I got it.
What does that mean?
I mean, I saw a chance to buy a girlfriend a flower thing for like $5 or less, and I went with it.
So you're saying you bought a crack pipe for $4?
Yeah,
Or
because
less.
we all
so
know that people who
hold
smoke.
hold on. So you're saying you got her flower. So like, did you buy the flower and the crack pipe at the same gas station, or were you?
So, and this is what I learned after. The way they sell the crack pipe is they put a little flower in, just a little crappy flower, and they call it a flower with a vase.
Vase,
And-
a vase.
Vase, whatever. And that's how they legally sell it. Because they can't just say, I'm selling a crack pipe.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. They put flowers in the glass crack pipe. And
But
sell
legally,
it to
they're not
crackheads.
calling it it makes no sense. They're not calling it a crack pipe.
No, they're
So
calling
they can sell whatever they want.
right. That's
You have
just
to prove that it's used for narcotics, which they can't. Like that's why there's head shops saying they sell pipes. They just say it's for tobacco. So there'd be
tobacco
no
use only.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
why would they have to put a flower in it? That makes
Because if
it's a vase, Lee. It's a vase.
it's a vase.
Because I guess you don't freebase marijuana. I mean, sorry, you like tobacco.
Okay, I need an answer from the blue team, whether it's true or false.
Expression.
All right, Lauren, I'm going to come in quick with this. I'm going to say, just like every other one, I'm going to say it's a lie. I feel like Joshua would know the difference between a crack pipe and a marijuana pipe. I feel like he would know the difference.
Why do you
Sorry,
think-
Joshua. I don't mean to put you in a category, but that's what I feel.
I'm thinking that Aniela was a false, Steve was a true. I'm thinking Tom's probably going to go back to a true to mix it up. I don't see him doing two falses in a row.
You do know that everybody is put in here in random order based upon when they show up.
Yeah.
I have no idea
Yeah,
how
now you
that
know.
show works.
Like when you log in is when you are on your team.
Okay, so
But
there
but
goes
go
that
ahead,
theory.
go ahead,
Well, go ahead. That sounded as good as anything else.
go ahead.
yeah, right. So,
That's as good as my shit.
You could
Right?
be you could be a key witness. You don't have to know shit.
All right, what do you think?
I'm gonna go false on that. He didn't know the price. I don't think that was a legit story.
I'd say the false part was he was dating.
How dare you? How
And out
dare
and
you?
from nowhere out comes
You get the
support.
rotten tomato.
Okay.
Out
Lauren,
comes
I need it.
support.
Man,
Horrible.
I want to say true just to find out if Florida gas stations actually sell crack pipes.
I feel like they do. I actually feel like
They
this is
do.
really
They
true.
definitely do.
I feel like this is definitely true, Josh.
They definitely sell crack pipes.
So what are you saying, Lauren?
I'm saying true.
Okay, Lauren is saying true. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lauren. It is true. It is actually true. Yes, my friends. That's what a captain does, my friends. That's what a captain does.
Stop getting it.
I definitely see Joshua buying a girlfriend.
I could.
I don't believe that he doesn't know the difference between the.
I do now.
He does now.
I do now.
All right.
Then I had
It all
So now
makes
we have confirmation that gas stations in Florida sell crack pipes.
They
I think
definitely
it's
sell
him.
crack pipes. I can tell you that.
And they
everywhere.
also sell chiclets
Basis.
and laxatives. So be
Yes, they
careful.
sell chiclets that look like laxatives.
Well,
Yeah.
they sell a chiclet that were discontinued from 1990.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
There's no more chiclets available.
that's right. But
If
there's
you
plenty of
smoke
laxatives.
if you smoke a chiclet in a crack pipe, that's what I want to know.
Well,
so
you
this
have to
one time. No,
put a flower in the chiclet.
In a crack pipe, it will make you shit.
Dan, it's up to you
But you
now.
won't care.
Dan, are you there? Are you here?
Damn it! I'm
Okay.
here.
Here's
I'm
you.
Nervous,
Here's
I'm
your
nervous,
thing.
I'm
Crap
nervous.
on a cracker. Here's yours.
All right. I once was an honorary member of a motorcycle gang.
what gang?
Gang. Well, gang's a loose term that we use. The motorcycle club was the NJMC, New Jersey Motorcycle Club, and I only was a part of it for a specific reason.
What was the specific reason?
Oh, you need me to dig into that?
As much as
So-
you can.
My uncle died, and he was part of it, so I ended up becoming the honorary guy that carried the flag for my uncle. So
Did you have a motorcycle or did you?
do I really have to answer this? So yes, of course I had a motorcycle. Yeah,
You could have been on last night's show and saved yourself
Yeah.
all this horror.
You're right. You're right. The tragedy. Yeah, I have a motorcycle. I had a motorcycle at the time. I don't have a motorcycle currently.
But you do know how to ride it, so that's cool.
I know how to ride it. I had bobbers. I had fucking fat boys, and I had crotch rockets, as they say.
Mhm.
But
What's the difference
Or
between a
bubblegum.
motorcycle, between a crotch rocket and a weed pipe? I mean, how can you tell the difference between?
well, what you
Never
have to do
mind.
is
No.
whatever you put in it. Whatever you put in it is the difference.
Oh,
You know,
Depending on the
just like anything. If you put crack in it, it's a freaking crack pipe.
right.
All right. So, man, I don't want to ask you questions with this because you get all emotional and then I feel really bad. 'cause
I'm
I
not getting emotional. No. Well, why would you say that? I've never been emotional in my life.
It feels like you were getting a little sentimental for this. Were you close to your uncle?
Yes.
Do you still keep in contact with the gang?
No. I mean, the answer is no.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved out of Jersey. I don't ride. And once you don't ride, you don't hang.
How old were you when this all happened? Bless you.
I'm gonna go about 29 to 30ish. I was right around that point.
Any other questions?
Yeah, and that was the complete name of this organization. Was the New Jersey Motorcycle Club?
Yeah, the complete name. The complete name. Oh, I gotta plug this tab.
What are you doing?
NJMC. I had to plug my battery. I was about to die.
Oh.
NJMC was the club, but there's a whole bunch of different clubs in the club. But yeah, the NJMC was the actual club.
Okay. Okay. One more question, red team. If you need it. Apparently not. Okay. So vote. Is it true or is it false that Dan was an honorary member of a motorcycle gang?
Aniela?
I'd say true, only because I don't think Danny DeWoy is that good of an actor, and he emotionally all of a sudden got like really like kind of sad. Like I could see built up emotion within him, and there was a lot going on within his eyes that I would want to believe this might be bringing up memories. But then
Okay.
I don't know why he would share this with Tom, knowing that we might talk about it. But I still say true.
Steve?
I'm going to say, once again, false.
Have you ever said true?
Has
Has
anyone ever?
I don't think so.
I don't think you.
Back when I gave that laxative, there was a man who was true.
He's like that some old guy sitting in a bar at 3:00 in the morning. He's been there all day. Everything's full of shit. Everything's full of shit. It's all shit.
He's just trying to sleep with you.
Shit. Okay.
But statistically, Steve is actually making a better point because of the fact that if you're doing a Scantron, you don't want to be like A, C, B, A. You want to go C, 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 and you have a better chance of getting more answers correct. So I give Steve.
I don't know. I just can't see an organization named
Okay. I
the
got it.
Jersey Motorcycle Club. I mean, I could see the New Jersey Pagans, the New Jersey Angels, the New Jersey whatever.
Yeah, we
New
weren't
Jersey
tough guys.
Motorcycle Club.
Joshua, I need the answer.
Okay, well, Aniela, did you switch yours, or you still think he's telling the?
I'd say true only because of his eyes.
Okay, well, shit. I am going to go true on this one.
You're gonna go true. Okay. Well, it's a lie.
Thanks.
It's a
God.
lie.
I was so worried.
Steve is very good at.
Yeah,
It
Steve,
has been lifted.
after I gave the NJMC name, I was like, oh fuck, Steve's gonna catch on this one.
Yeah, the name I wasn't 100 on, but your delivery.
Okay.
Thank you, Aniela, for trusting my eyes.
So
That's
it's tied. We have to do a tiebreaker. Oh crap.
Just what you
Okay.
have time for.
I got more glasses on for this.
Tom does.
Here we go. It's my tiebreaker. I've got some down here. Let me just pop it in there. Here we go. I once threw a surprise party at a car wash.
How old were you?
I must have been in my early 30s.
Did you work there?
No.
Why did you use this specific car wash?
It was for my brother-in-law, and he was dreading the fact that somebody might throw him a surprise party, so he was very on his guard, and so we had him. I planned it so that he would take a car to this nearby car wash, and when he got through and when he got to the blowers, everybody would be all set up with tables and banners and shit like that as he came out. And we asked him, hey, would you take Dad's car to the car, put some gas in and take it to the car wash? And he said, yeah. He must have thought, great, I'm safe. Nothing's going to happen to me there. So
When you say dad's car,
my father's.
your father's car. So this was your close friend.
This is my brother-in-law.
How did you get the car wash to agree to this?
Well, we just mentioned it to them. We were outside. So in other words, we were outside at the exit of the car wash. So we weren't in the building, but we did mention it to the guy, and he thought it was hilarious.
Where was what state was the car wash in?
It was in Florida.
What state were you in?
State of bliss.
Did everyone like? Was
One of your
everyone,
wife's brothers.
What's that?
This was one of your wife. This was on your wife's side of the family. My parents.
No, it was a brother-in-law, my sister's husband.
Oh,
Okay, so if your brother-in-law had made it clear that he didn't want a surprise party, why did you throw a surprise party?
That is the signal to throw a surprise party
you don't want one.
for a guy, anyway. Absolutely. Oh, that's when you do it. You
if
try
I
to
might
catch it.
ask,
How did he take it?
He was absolutely mortified, and then he enjoyed it after that. But he just couldn't believe that when he came through the suds and came through all the stuff and the car came out. It was one of those car washes where the car got pulled through the car wash, and so when he came out, he couldn't believe that we were all standing there. That when he went in, no one was around, and by the time he got out, tables, chairs, balloons, and shit. So
That was the shock. That when he went in, there was no one, and when he came out, there was everyone.
yeah. Okay, one more question, and then you can.
Lee's
go.
got one.
Lee looks like he has one. Lee.
Okay,
So did he just keep going, or did he actually stay for the party?
he stayed for the party because we were in front of him, so he would have had to mow us down, and then you would have had to witness it.
But what kind of layout? Right.
Too soon, Tom. Too soon. You're gonna give him nightmares for months of our show.
Right.
Okay, that's your last question. So
Yeah.
no more. So now all I need each of you to do is do that if you believe it, or do that if you don't. Go. Let me see. 2 trues and a false. 2 falses and a true. So it is, as it turns out, where are we? That's true.
Wow.
So
Oh,
yes.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I
One
don't buy
of
it.
the tiebreaker.
Oh, what's
Wow.
that?
I didn't think any of your sisters lived in Florida.
They did back then, for a while. So yeah, so that by one thumb, the red
Yeah.
team
Red
wins
team
by a
sucks.
thumb.
I
But
want
you
to
know,
say,
it
I
was-
just want to go on the record as saying red team sucks.
You may.
Good job, guys. Nicely
Well
done,
done.
Red team.
Well done.
Blue
Josh,
team
you're
rules.
a master.
What's that? What's that?
I said, Josh, you're a master.
Yes, Josh.
Really
thank
is.
you.
Yeah.
Josh.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I was getting stuck on the car wash because the ones that you basically go on the conveyor belt aren't usually manned. So if they're automatic car washes, who would you have talked to in order
Well,
to get
it was
Plus
part of
that they just decided it the minute they went in the car wash.
it was part of a gas station.
Not-
I mean, you know,
Oh,
the
okay.
owner of the gas station.
We're talking
was-
the gas station. Okay, got
So
it.
That was
actually,
We're talking about
we-
a gas station car wash.
this was on the corner of a road, and we were all hidden on other corners of this intersection, hidden behind shit with stuff. And as soon as they went in, we all came running across the road and set all the shit up and mentioned it to the guy, and he came out and joined us, and he was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I
Yes, it
feel
was.
you would do something like that, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. That's a great idea.
Why?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you can only do it once, really.
Yeah.
That's what
One time I went
Dr.
through a car wash and I came out and there was no one waiting for me. I was sad.
Even the car was gone.
I
Well,
once filmed a short film where I was a lesbian and I had to make out. Like we kept having to go through, and I had to make out with a girl the whole time, repeatedly.
In the car wash?
oh, interesting.
You know what? That would be really hot if it was at a gas station.
My son loves it when I take him through the car wash, and at the end we roll down the windows and the air just blows in the car, and he's like, "Ah!"
Lay. Don't follow up that story with kids. Then no, you just
All
Yeah,
right.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ruining
Yeah.
the mood.
I'll go
All
back
right.
on mute.
We're all going to go back on mute. Remember, here on Friday nights,
All
we
right.
do Read My Lips. We had one last night. It was very funny. Joshua, you were there.
Yep.
That was
Jersey-
fun. Lots of fun.
Jersey
And,
tomatoes are the
yes.
best.
And on Mondays, we do Shitty Improv, a friendly competition. That is always a laugh riot for half an hour. And Aniela is often there. Lauren is often there. Joshua's often there. It's fun. And tomorrow is the Dawn Patrol. Crash with us. We got some stuff happening. We got Lee's shit happening. Steve is part of the
Lee's
Dawn
shit.
Patrol. Yeah, Lee's crap.
Let's see how he rates that.
Lee, you gonna be there tomorrow?
You know
We
you
don't-
made it when you're considered shit.
You'll know. You'll know when you see him. One way or the other, he'll be there. Dash Ruiz will be with us tomorrow too, and
cool.
and Barry Rosenblum. Yes, Barry Rosenblum will be there too.
How about-
Don't we also have a?
I think,
fundraiser
maybe not.
happening?
What's that?
Is there also a fundraiser?
A fundraiser. Oh yes, everybody needs to know about that. Yeah,
How close are we to getting you to sing karaoke, Tom?
not very close.
Ah.
Thank God. Thank goodness. But if the fundraiser raises $10,000 by the end of this month, then I will sing karaoke.
And what is the fundraiser for?
What's that?
What's the fundraiser for?
For the Doghouse Theater, to help us kind of recoup some of the shit and to fix up stuff. But we're going to be opening in July, we assume.
Open.
We should do a car wash.
Okay, I'll bring the cake. All right, I'll see you guys. Thank you guys very much. Thanks for doing this.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Night, guys.
Everyone, good seeing you, brother.
Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.